Rumi says whenever you get separated from your origin, sooner or later, you will be seeking back to go back where you came from. Or in Persian he says هر کسی کو دور ماند از اصل خویش باز جوید روزگار وصل خویش. Has it happened to you that you really wanted something really bad in your life and then you got what you wanted, but then you weren't as happy after you achieved what you wanted? Well, in my own life, I had really big goals. One of them was getting a PhD in economics. The other one was uh, being a university professor. These were really big goals. And after achieving these goals, I was extremely excited for a few months, but the level of excitement wore off over a period of time. And I found myself a few months into my success that in terms of fulfillment and happiness, I am not really much happier than a few months before the success itself, because I started thinking that I need these other things and there were other obstacles, so you have to work hard to get this and that. There is, of course, nothing wrong with trying to work hard and achieve success in your life. It's not. It's about how we feel during our journey. So what happens is that sometimes when we are being taken over by our ego, we are being separated from our origin. For example, our ego before success can tell us that to be able to be really happy in your life, you need to achieve these specific things that's going to help you to achieve these things that are a lot of them external, not necessarily internal kind of goals. And then after you achieve that, your ego is going to tell you that, wow, that's a great success. You can be excited for a while, and you will be, until the thoughts in the head comes up that, oh, there is this other challenge. Your success wasn't really a big deal. Look at all these other people who have achieved the same thing. So it's not a big deal. Now you need other things to be happy. So what is happening? We are with our essence. We are spiritual beings, and we can practice that. We can practice every day being in, feeling our body, being in the moment, and kind of not really thinking about all these other things that in life that are worrying us. We can do that all the time, and in that sense, we are connected to the spiritual source. But day to day, every day, the ego comes with these noises and conversation, trying to take us away from our essence, saying that, oh, you need these things because as compared to others or for your own success, you need this or that to be happy. And these are the conversation that ego have, and you get it, you will not be fulfilled. So when you are taken away by these things that are either worrying you or really rewarding you in the short term for achieving something and being better than others and other stuff, you are being separated from your origin. And it says when you are being separated from your origin, you will eventually want to go back. And that is the point. That whenever you listen to the conversation in the head that you need to be stressed about work, you need to be stressed about your neighbor, you need to be stressed about your friends, you need to be stressed about your colleague, because these things, because the outcome of what's happening is going to be very bad. You need these things to be happy. You achieve them. Even though after you achieve them, after a few months, you find yourself in terms of fulfillment the same as before, the ego is taking you away from the source. You stop thinking, you stop believing that you are a spiritual being. And you have to be really in love with the universe and with the beauty that that is all over around you, and be connected to the essence of all human beings, and just enjoy every little moment in your life. But the ego is taking us away. No, be happy about having this. Be unhappy about not having this. Be worried about losing this. And especially, really worries us about losing something in our head is being taken away, taking us away where we came from, where we came from. And where we came from, we are a partly body, and with all the physical sensation in it that sometimes we are not even aware of. But we are also spiritual beings. When we are getting away or distant from our spiritual being and who we really are, which is pure consciousness, by this ego, eventually we need to go back, no matter what level of success you achieve in your life. When you get there, and ego is exciting, worrying you first to get there, and then get you excited because you got there, and then worry you about losing those things, and then trying to push you to get other things, etc. And then you get that, and then being excited, etc. You don't really find yourself in kind of permanent fulfillment. You eventually need to go back to your origin. But the thing is that many people do not have the ability or the knowledge that what they need is actually being in touch with their essence. They follow their ego all their life, and they get to the end of their life, they have achieved all these enormous things, and they are not feeling fulfilled because they are very far from their essence, and they train themselves, they train their brain to follow all this conversation in the head. They are at the end of their life, at the age of, for example, 90, whatever, 80. And then they say, okay, I got all this stuff, but I feel empty. You feel empty because your soul really wants to be connected to the present moment, because your soul really wants to be connected to the creator or to the universal energy, or whatever you want to call it. You will be seeked out no matter how much success you get in your life. You will eventually want to go back to where you came from. You want to be in love with the beauty of the nature, with the beauty of the spirituality, and with the beauty of the essence of everybody else in life. But if you make your goal less selfish and more in allowing the serving of others for the purpose of your own growth and other people's growth, you are aligned with your origin and where you came from. We came here to grow and help others grow. We can make that the goal of every little things that we do in our life, and help others grow and help us grow, and we are still will be in touch with where we came from. So we wouldn't have this pain of separation that Rumi talks about. Imagine that you are in love with somebody and something is taking you away from it. And then you actually are going to miss your love all the time. But then you will be confused and you don't know what you are missing is where you came from, is your essence, is your consciousness, is being in the moment. That's what you are missing. You are not missing another $1 million or this car or that position or this much money. No, you don't miss that. You feel you miss it. Your ego is lying to you, saying that you need all these things to be fulfilled and happy. You need what is gravitating you toward all these physical goals are actually not necessarily the answer. The answer is to be able to come to your essence and spirituality and make every goal in your life something for a higher purpose. So you can be financially very successful. It doesn't mean that you will be taken away from your origin. As Rumi wasn't poor, he was receiving a lot of gifts and things which a part of it he was donating. It's not the point not to have physical success. The point is that your heart and your mind has to be aligned with the spiritual source and with your essence in order to feel the fulfillment, because no matter how far your ego takes you away with worrying and making you excited about the goals, eventually you will be needing to go back, because that is not the answer. The answer is not to achieve physical success and then you would think that the fulfillment will happen automatically. So at the end of this video, I would like to give you an exercise and ask you that when you wake up for a few minutes a day, just do a meditation. Focus on your breath. Feel your body. And try to focus your mind on the spiritual source and think about where you came from. Think about where this consciousness is from. Think about the similarity of your consciousness and everybody else around us, including people that you like or you don't like. There is something in us that is the same and we can feel love for. So this was the interpretation of this verses of Rumi. Thanks so much for watching this video. It will mean a lot if you could please click on the like button and also subscribe. Thanks so much, and I look forward to speaking to you soon.